Hello, I'm Ratman and welcome to this look back at Final Fantasy X Part 1. The reason I've decided to do a look back at Final Fantasy X really for me is because it's been about 10 years since I first played it, so I just thought it'd be a nice way to, take a look back at it, and not only that with the HD collection, hopefully not too far away. I just thought it was a nice sort of thing to do really. I haven't actually ever used the Expert Sphere Grid, so I decided to do it just for this playthrough. So I don't really know what's the difference between the standard one. I think it's, well, I'll find out as the game goes on. If you've never played Final Fantasy X, don't know what the Sphere Grid is, you will find out as the game goes on, but it's very similar. If you play Final Fantasy 13 or 13-2, it's very similar to that. I do find Final Fantasy X and 13 have a lot of things in common. They don't now so much that there's a third Final Fantasy 13 game, but Final Fantasy X and 13 are the only two Final Fantasy games I think that have sequels. Though technically 7 does have quite. It's got a film, hasn't it? And there was a game for the PlayStation 2. I forgot the name of it. I was going to get it and never actually got round to it. I'll see. I will have a look around see if I can find that one day. But to get back to Final Fantasy X, I really like this piece of music. And this cutscene now really sort of. As the main character, I'll say in a minute, is listening to our story. Basically it's trying to sum up, he tries to explain what's led them up to this point, why they're sat where they are now and why they're there, and then much later on the game will catch up and it'll continue on from this point. So it's really from his memories, this is the first part of the game, well, the main part of the game actually.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
That pretty much sort of sets that up already, to explain it, sort of seen from his past memories. I think that's sort of how you explain it. And we start out on, it's like a sort of futuristic city called Zanarkand. Zanarkand plays quite a big part in the whole of Final Fantasy X story, so you'll be seeing a lot of, well, I say you see a lot, but you actually surprisingly don't, if I'm right. But for those people who have played it, you'll know what I mean by it does play a very big part to the story. This character, for those who don't know, is, I think it's pronounced Tidus. I pronounce it Tidus, I could be wrong. I think because he's in Kingdom Hearts, the first game. And I'm pretty sure they say, is it Tidus or Tidus? I can't remember. But it's either Tidus or Tidus. I'm going to say Tidus. If I am wrong, I do apologise. He's a little bit, he does come a little bit across a little bit cocky in a minute.
Of course.
I'm going to just stick with Tidus. I couldn't think of anything clever to put in really.
Nothing to worry Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
I'm just going to talk to these kids now.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
Originally, if you talk to the kids first, when you sign the vault, that's when you choose your name.
Gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3... Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well...
You can't tonight.
I mean, tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
This is just really just an overview of Zanarkand, so you can get a better picture of what it fully looks like, really. And you find out who that is in a minute, that picture, as I think it's when you walk past it in a second. Ah, this is the bit now. I'm not sure, I think he sticks his finger up at him in a minute, I could be wrong. That's really quiet, it goes so fast it was hard to see. I always remember this from the demo, because I remember buying the PlayStation 1 release of Final Fantasy 6 and there was a demo, which was really annoying for me at the time because I didn't have a PlayStation 2, so it seemed a bit silly to put a PlayStation 2 demo in. I just remember when I first got my PlayStation 2 playing the demo, and I should always remember this bit. Anyway, the guy on the billboard, for those who don't know, is Jack, Tidus' father. As you find out more, he's not a huge fan of his dad, but a lot of his fame, as you'll see in a minute, is because of his father. So, yeah, he does, as I said, he did come across a bit cocky when you first meet him, but I think as the game sort of goes on, it's really he's a hard character to sort of explain. He's just got all sorts of emotions going on.
What kind of super play will he show us today?
But
will we see his father's legendary shot?
As I said, you'll find more about him as the game goes on.
I'm the only one excited here, folks.
And as you can see how popular he is now, he just gets absolutely mobbed. This is going to be the end for this part, I believe, because there's a huge cutscene. It's actually quite a nice little theme tune. I'm not a huge fan of heavy metal, but I just really do like the theme tune. What they're singing, I couldn't honestly tell you, but yeah, it's a great video to watch. So I'd just like to thank you for watching, and see you for part 2.